Hey, Fame fam, buckle up because the Johnston universe is absolutely melting down this week. Weddings, fall festivals, sibling showdowns, and a parents from the sky housing gift. It's all exploding at once, and we're diving straight into every twist. First up, Emma's wedding weekend post is setting the fandom on fire. She shares cute behind-the-scenes shots from Liz and Bryce's big night, but one about not remembering how the night ended, has fans spiraling into underage drinking theories, shade-throwing speculation, and a full debate about who wasn't invited. And yes, Anna's absence is the center of it all. Meanwhile, a 30-second fall festival clip featuring Brice and a tub of apples has turned the internet into a battlefield. Fans aren't even talking about the apples. They're roasting the family dynamic. From accusations of bullying to cries of "protect Anna," this harmless game accidentally blew open months of tension the show never addresses. And then, Season 16, Episode 5 dropped, and the fandom detonated. The confrontation with Anna, viewers are calling it forced anger, exclusion disguised as concern, and the moment the show jumped the shark. The big revelation? Anna wasn't absent. She was uninvited. The backlash is nuclear. Next, Bryce is feeling the pressure. Trent and Amber surprised Liz and Bryce with a dream property located right in their own neighborhood. Fans say it's not a gift, it's surveillance. And Bryce's face in that scene? Pure panic. And finally, Alex and Emma are under fire for a viral confrontation. A clip of the siblings calling out Anna has fans accusing them of ganging up, parroting Amber's energy, and taking out long-stored resentment. Reddit is unified for once, and the hashtag Team Anna is everywhere. If you're ready for the unfiltered truth behind the chaos, hit like, smash subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a Johnston storm as it breaks. And trust me, you do not want to miss our first deep dive. Let's go. It all began with what should have been a simple, heartwarming wedding post. Emma Johnston shared a carousel of photos from the November 8th wedding celebration. A tent glowing with fall colors, a soft kiss on the cheek, bouquets in hand, and Emma smiling through every moment alongside Ashley. On the surface, it looked like nothing more than a sweet family weekend captured in snapshots. But one line in her caption flipped the internet upside down. Emma wrote, she can't recall how the night ended due to having so much fun. And instantly, the speculation machine flipped into overdrive. Fans jumped onto Reddit, questioning whether Emma, still under 21, had been drinking at the event. Some commenters joked that Trent would call that the devil, while others argued that drinking on private property might not technically be illegal. A few defenders insisted no one actually saw Emma consume anything. But then came the moment that doubled the speculation. Emma posting a photo of a wedding cup from the Bolden reception. That one detail sent the fandom into a tailspin. While Emma and Ashley looked carefree and joyful on the dance floor, one clip even set to Taylor Swift music, Reddit wasn't talking about their friendship at all. The louder conversation was about who wasn't there. Earlier in the week, the internet had already exploded over the news that someone important hadn't been invited to Liz's wedding. So when Emma posted these glowing photos right after that reveal, fans questioned everything. Was this timing intentional? Was it shade? Was she trying to ignore the situation, or did she simply not know? And then the drama deepened. Fans noticed that Aunt Heidi and her daughters also weren't present, fueling rumors of a larger family divide being quietly swept under the rug. Others wondered whether Amber was upset with certain family members and if Liz was following her lead. Even Emma's personality became a talking point. Some commenters joked she has basic white girl energy, others calling her whitewashed because of her style and friend group. The comments ranged from playful to petty, as they always do within the Johnston fandom. But the biggest reaction wasn't about alcohol or aesthetics. It was the split down the middle. Supporters thrilled to see Emma so happy, and critics convinced her post carried deeper meaning. In the end, the photos showed nothing but joy. But the reactions they triggered revealed just how fragile the family narrative has become.
I have a question.
What? What's your question?
Do you know why we're filling this up with water?
We're bobbing for apples.
We're bobbing for apples.
Bobbing for apples. What is that?
You've never.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, Bryce. You gotta bite it with your teeth.
For apples.
And see how many apples
He's
you can
definitely
get.
never done a fall fest.
I already know what game.
Just when fans thought the wedding chatter would dominate the week, TLC dropped a short fall festival clip and the entire internet spiraled into chaos. The video itself was simple, almost painfully simple. A classic fall tradition, a metal tub being filled with water, apples bobbing on top, and everyone gearing up for a lighthearted family moment. But the person who unintentionally stole the whole clip was Brice. Standing off to the side, arms crossed, expression half confused and half disgusted, he made one thing very clear. He wasn't sticking his face into what he jokingly called everybody's slobber water. It was a harmless, funny moment. Until it wasn't. Because within minutes, the comment section exploded, and not about the apples. Fans immediately shifted the conversation to something much deeper, the long-running tension involving the family dynamic, particularly toward one family member who wasn't even in the clip. Comment after comment called out patterns viewers say they've noticed for seasons: favoritism, side-eyeing, subtle digs, and a persistent feeling that certain people get blamed no matter what happens. Supporters flooded the comments. Why does this family always treat her like the problem? She deserves better. They always twist everything back onto her. Then came the chants of support. People repeating her name, demanding she be treated fairly, even insisting she should get her own show. Others turned their frustration toward the rest of the family, saying they're tired of the same forced fine narrative and accusing TLC of deliberately highlighting tension for drama. One commenter summed it up. This show has become emotional dodgeball. And poor Bryce. He unintentionally became the meme of the moment. Fans joked he stood there calculating his escape route, second-guessing every life decision that brought him to that wet metal bucket. But the real takeaway was unmistakable. One tiny, harmless clip has become a flashpoint for months of unresolved relationship cracks, and fans are paying very close attention. If the Fall Festival clip stirred the waters, Season 16, Episode 5 emptied the entire bucket. A bitter reunion aired just days ago, and the reaction has been unlike anything the fandom has seen in years. This wasn't casual criticism. This was an explosion, a boiling point. The episode centered on a confrontation between Anna and her siblings, but it became clear almost immediately that the root issue wasn't what the family claimed it was. According to fans, the anger toward Anna wasn't spontaneous, it was manufactured. And the reason? She wasn't absent, she was uninvited. Reddit lit up the moment the episode ended. Fans began pointing out inconsistencies instantly. Why are they angry she didn't show up to an event she wasn't invited to? How do you plan a family festival and not tell one family member? This was emotional manipulation on camera. Viewers noted the siblings seemed confused, almost as if they were reacting to a storyline they weren't fully informed about. Some insisted the confrontation looked rehearsed or coached. One commenter wrote, "It felt like parent-approved anger." Then came the pattern spotting. Fans listed moments from past seasons. The party she wasn't invited to, the gathering she learned about last minute, the constant shifting blame, and the never-ending narrative that she's difficult, even though she often appears calm, quiet, or trying to keep the peace. The episode's most talked about moment came when Alex pushed Amber into the pool. Harmless on its own, but fans read into it deeply. Symbolic, karma, accidental but deserved. The reactions were unfiltered. Viewers were also stunned by comments made about Anna when she wasn't in the room. Jokes, dismissive remarks, even someone mentioning that a non-family member had her blocked. Many called these moments cold, unnecessary, or just mean. And then came the bigger frustration, the editing. Fans accused TLC of trying to frame the situation as balance, when viewers felt the emotional weight leaned entirely on one side. Some said they were tired of the repeated game night storylines, tired of dodging the real tension, tired of seeing the same person blamed. By the end, one sentiment echoed across social media. This wasn't a reunion. This was an ambush. For many fans, this episode wasn't just uncomfortable, it was a turning point. And the backlash is still growing by the hour. While the online chaos continues, another storyline from the past few days has fans feeling unexpectedly emotional and protective towards Bryce. For months now, viewers have watched him navigate life inside the bustling Johnston household, juggling the demands of being a new dad, a partner to Liz, and a guest in a very large, very opinionated family. But this week, a new layer of tension surfaced when Trent and Amber revealed a major surprise for the young couple. They had found a property, not just any property, one right in their own neighborhood. Liz sensed something was up the moment they arrived at the location. Viewers watched her eyes widen, her voice shift, and her instincts kick in. And sure enough, her suspicion was right. Her parents had already been looking at places nearby, hoping Bryce and Liz would build their future just a few doors down. On paper, it sounded sweet, supportive, convenient. But Bryce's face told a different story. He admitted he wasn't sure he wanted to live that close, that being super close would still feel like living under the same roof, just separated by a fence line. He even shared that he felt pressure not to upset Trent by saying no, which hit fans hard. Many viewers flooded comment sections saying Bryce deserves room to breathe, that he and Liz need independence, and that young couples shouldn't feel obligated to shape their lives around someone else's expectations. Others defended Trent and Amber, insisting they were simply trying to help. But one thing is clear. Behind the smiles and property tours lies a growing tension between independence and the weight of family influence. And Bryce is stuck right in the middle. As if the wedding weekend, fall festival backlash, and episode drama weren't enough, another storm erupted when a clip resurfaced showing Alex and Emma confronting Anna, and fans did not hold back. For many viewers, this moment was the final straw. The conversation in the clip was framed as a heart-to-heart, but fans saw something entirely different. The tone, the body language, the way questions were phrased. Viewers say it felt less like a conversation and more like an attack. One viral Reddit post captured the sentiment perfectly. That wasn't a talk. That was Alex and Emma taking out their anger on Anna. Thousands agreed. Supporters pointed out that Anna has been trying to build independence, moving out and managing her own life. Yet, every decision she makes seems to be interpreted as disrespect or rebellion. Fans insisted that the siblings' frustration wasn't truly about her absence, but decades of built-up tension from growing up under strict control. Comments poured in. They're repeating exactly what they've seen their whole lives. They're not thinking for themselves, they're mirroring the parents. Anna is punished for growing, while the others stay stuck. Some even describe the siblings' behavior as emotionally stunted, suggesting that their environment limited their ability to form independent opinions. Meanwhile, others attempted to defend Alex and Emma. They argued that communication goes both ways, or that the siblings may feel just as overwhelmed by the family dynamic as Anna does. But the overwhelming majority sided with Anna, calling out favoritism, double standards, and the long-standing pattern of isolating her during conflicts. This confrontation didn't just spark discomfort. It cracked open the deeper truth fans have been whispering for months. The divide in the Johnston family isn't shrinking, it's widening. And the fans, they're picking sides louder than ever. Across social media, the conversation over the past few days hasn't just been loud, it's been ferocious. Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Facebook have all turned into battlegrounds of competing opinions, emotional outbursts, and surprisingly thoughtful analysis from longtime viewers. Fans aren't just reacting to isolated moments. They're connecting dots, revisiting old episodes, sharing screenshots, and pulling receipts that date back years. On Reddit, entire threads are dedicated to mapping out the family divide, with users debating whether the dynamic has always been this tense or whether recent events finally expose what was simmering beneath the surface. Instagram reels are packed with people supporting one sibling, criticizing another, questioning parenting choices, or praising Bryce for speaking his truth. Meanwhile, Facebook groups, the more nostalgic side of the fandom, are pleading for the family to seek counseling or take a break from filming altogether. The community now feels split into several loud camps. Team Anna, Team Everyone Needs Therapy, Team Cancel the Show Already, and of course, Team Let Them Figure It Out Off Camera. But no matter where viewers stand, one thing is clear. The Johnstons have never been this talked about or this polarizing. And there you have it, the whirlwind of wedding fallout, emotional episodes, unexpected confrontations, and behind-the-scenes tension that has completely taken over the 7 Little Johnston fandom this week. From joyful celebrations turning into controversy, to tiny clips sparking giant debates, to family conversations that left viewers heartbroken. This has been one of the most dramatic stretches the show has seen in years. Now, we want to hear from you. Whose side are you on in all of this? Did the wedding post feel harmless or intentional? Do you think the fall festival outrage is justified? And how do you feel about the episode's confrontation? Was it fair or was it too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments because your voice shapes these conversations. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss the next Johnston family update. Thanks for watching TheFame. We'll see you in the next one.